Are you completely mouse-brained?
Leaf hissed at Steele.
Why would you ever think it was a good idea to give those clans so much territory? Are you really just going to let them have it?
Steele narrowed his eyes at the tortoiseshell enforcer.
Is there a problem? We have allowed other cats to own territory before.
But never this much.
Leaf dug her claws into the ground.
Never like this! Between the two clans, they own almost half the valley this side of the river. And that leaves us with what? A bit of pine forest and a swamp nobody ever hunts in. We used to rule the valley, but now...
We have never ruled anything or anyone, Leaf.
Steele interjected.
We do not own the valley.
I didn't mean it like that, I just...
Perhaps it would be best if you took some time to rethink things, Leaf.
Steele meowed, turning his back on her.
You may be a member of my council, but my word is final. You would be wise to remember that.
Hello everybody, Salty Sweet Ren here, and I am back with more of the Sims 3 Warrior Cats Challenge. Now, if I've been doing things according to plan, an episode should have been going up for the past few weeks, but it's been a few weeks since I have last actually recorded. Things have gotten a little chaotic. There's been a pandemic going on, and it's been kind of a mess. But anyway, I am back in the Sims 3 Warrior Cats Challenge, and I am back with the community. And right now, we've got Nessa here with, I think this is Pierce. Let me double check. Are you Pierce? Yes, you are Pierce. I'm getting the kids' names right. Good. I think I took care of this the last time. It's been a while. I don't remember most of what happened. I will have to refresh myself. I think last time was mostly just taking a look at the cats. Just kind of saying, yeah, these are things that have happened. This is how stuff has been going on. Anyway, I'm only going to be focusing on the community for just this one last episode before I head back over to Sun Clan. It's been a while since we've checked in on them, and everyone's probably wondering just how are Sun Clan doing? How are they doing? What happened to your ear? It's Maple? Yeah? Yeah, Maple. I guess it's just what Maple's ear looks like. I was not expecting that. Anyway, I've been trying to think of a good, schedule for rotating between the clans and the community. And I think I'm going to be spending 5 episodes in each clan. Not necessarily 5 days, but 5 episodes with each group before I move on to the next one. The community's just getting 2 this time, but once we get back into the swing of things, they will be also getting 5 episodes. Unless you guys just prefer 2, because they're not technically clan. But they are going to be playing a semi-important... They're going to be playing kind of an important role in the story, because they used to basically not necessarily own the valley, but they have influence over the entire valley. That is what they are used to. They have always kind of been a kind of major source of, a major force in the valley, kind of enforcing, rules and order among the cats, making sure that nobody, is getting into too many fights and everything. And that being said, as time has been going on, I've been thinking a little bit more on how the community actually works. I think I touched on it a little bit, but I haven't really, I didn't really have it kind of structured. They do have a somewhat structured society, different from the clans, different from the tribes in the books, but they do have a bit of a structured society. There are 3 main categories that the cats all fall into. Is everyone just standing around doing nothing? Let me double check. Yes, I was recording a scene for episode 16. Actually, I was recording the scene at the start of episode 16, which has not come out yet as of this recording. That should tell you how old some of these episodes are. Let's let everyone just do their stuff now. But there are 3 main roles that cats will have within the community, and the first role is that of an enforcer, and the enforcers are they're mainly fighters. They're there to be kind of like extra muscle. They are there to intervene if negotiations go south, or they will they'll help to protect cats from attackers like wolves or more violent cats. Each of the categories has a different cat who is sort of their leader, not necessarily leader, but pseudo leader. And for the enforcers, it is Leaf. Leaf is in charge of the enforcers. She is one of the major fighters within the community. And she's kind of in charge of making sure everything is going well. She does have some experience as a healer, but she is mainly in charge of the enforcers. That being said, there are healers within the community. They aren't necessarily like spiritual guides like the medicine cats are for the clans, but they do have some herbal knowledge. And they tend to the sick and injured cats. And Red is... I'm guessing Red is... Yeah, I just barely see you, Red. Let me... Oh my goodness. That is a fluffy ginger kitty. Dark ginger. Red is in charge of the healers. She is a very motherly and nurturing cat. But, most of what she does, actually speaking of her being a healer, healers do not get fleas. That is one of the things, that is one of my rules. Does Leaf count? Probably, I'm gonna say no, she doesn't, because she's mainly an enforcer. But yeah, Red likes to make sure that everyone is staying healthy. She tries to stay on top of that. And after that are the mediaries. The mediaries are sort of... They're go-between cats. They tend to... they will wander the land to gather more information and learn the news and pass along... they'll pass along messages as they need. Albatross is in charge of the mediaries. And you are just covered in fleas too, aren't you, buddy? Steele, wherever Steele is, over here, I'm guessing. Steele is also technically a mediary, but is also the leader. Like, Steele is in charge. Steele is, Steele will confer with the others. He'll get together with Leaf, Red, and Albatross to kind of discuss, okay, this is, if we need to make a decision, I need to have your guys' input for this. Except he says it much more eloquently, because Steele is that sort of cat who always chooses his words very carefully. But he always gets their input and listens to their advice. That being said, the whole clan thing, that was a split-second decision back at the gathering. And Leaf isn't super psyched about that. She, first of all, the clans are known to have already been somewhat aggressive cats. Like, they have, like, been chasing others out of the territories. They've been getting up into the business of others and claiming territory without the approval of the community. I was about to say the clan. But on top of that, she's also used to having a certain level of influence over the other cats in the valley. The community has always been pretty well respected by other cats. The community has always kind of been in charge. Like, they are the cats who you listen to. And there's a lot less of that now. Because, well, not necessarily less of that yet, but she's worried there will be, because with the clans around, like, they're not really gonna be, like, they'll have some respect for the community, but they are their own groups, and they have their own, like, hierarchy of leadership, and she's a little suspicious of that, because that means that the community is not going to have as much of a sway over them. What does it mean for other cats? Okay, Void is over here, just being a literal void. I can barely see you, buddy. Everyone is playing around, it seems. Breeze is hanging out with Morning Paw. Void is hanging out with Zoe. But yeah, Leaf, we're gonna have to figure out what Leaf's deal is shortly. She has not been super happy about what's been going on. She's normally fine with Steele's decisions. Don't get me wrong, she's normally on board with whatever Steele is, with whatever Steele decides. If not, like, a little bit annoyed that, like, another cat, like, wants to do something. One of the cats they are supposed to be, like, not necessarily in control, but here, you want to go hunt? I'm gonna have you go hunt a few times. We do need to get some food going. There's a tree there, isn't there? I just clicked on a tree. If I can... Yep, that was a tree. Let's have you stalk for prey out here a bit. 3 times. If anyone else needs to do some hunting, oh, you're about to be hissed at by Dusty. Oh, Maple. Why don't you... Dusty, do you need to do any hunting? Dusty is lonely and is hungry. I'll have you guys both stalk for prey. I will remember that Dusty apparently does not like Maple, though. Boulder, why don't you catch some food, too? Come out over here, stalk for some prey. Steele is asleep. Morning Paw is about to go and scratch something. I'll have you come and hunt out over here. And actually, let me double check. Does anybody... Who was gathering herbs? Was anybody gathering herbs? I don't think anybody was gathering herbs. And, I was gonna have Morning Paw actually... If we can get some Red Valerian... I believe that there was some Red Valerian on our territory. Yes, there was, in fact. We had some Red Valerian in the community's territory. There's a lot of different kinds of herbs. They're pretty well off. If she can... I'm gonna have her deliver some Red Valerian to BriarClan, because, like, they were talking about how, like, yeah, their clan is not doing so hot. They've got some sickness going around. Cats have died as a result, or so Vixen Star phrase. Cats have not died because of the cough that's been going on, but the way she phrased it made it sound like that. And that episode was recorded so long ago, before the pandemic, and it was not intentional. I am sorry. But, Morning Paw is going to deliver some Red Valerian, see if we can get that figured out. I've actually been rolling behind the scenes to see if it continues to spread at all. Like, if any other cats wind up catching it, if it gets worse, if any cats get better. I'm not going to say my findings yet, but when we get back to BriarClan, we will see how that has gone. I'm going to continue to keep track of that as well. Anyway, I was talking about Leaf before. So, let me get down and see you, buddy. Let me see you, sweetie. The thing is, she's normally a supporter of Steele's decisions. Like, she doesn't always agree 100%, but Steele is a good leader. Has a pretty good head on his shoulders. She just doesn't always agree with his decisions because she has, like, her own beliefs on what is best for the community. He has his own beliefs, and that's fine, you know? But, it's also, she thinks Steele is like maybe a little foolish maybe to think everything can be solved with words alone. That is how Steele has been able to kind of maintain his position of leadership, is like he always phrases things, he knows exactly how to use his words to get cats to believe in whatever it is that he's trying to get them to believe in, I suppose. He can phrase things really well. He can typically get cats to listen, unless that cat is actively looking for a fight, in which case enforcers like Leaf are called in to kind of make sure some order is maintained, make sure, like, look, this is the decision, you're gonna have to stick by it. She's a little bit of extra muscle there to kind of do that. But the thing is, Steele is very open to what other cats want. Sometimes it might not be good for the whole of the valley, or it may not be good for the community. And Leaf puts the community first, and then the rest of the valley, and the clans are below that by now, I'm sure. But she has different views. She has her own way of seeing things, and sometimes if Steele is like just willing to do what other cats, like, just kind of be like, oh, okay, sure, yes, you can have this piece of territory for the time being, she's not necessarily going to agree. Like, that might not be the best decision. And she will disagree with Steele, like, on that kind of stuff. But that's part of why she's part of the council, is kind of like tell Steele, okay, look, I get why you're saying this kind of stuff, but we really need a little more, we really need some, I don't even know what I was saying, I was going on about something, I can't remember what it was, but, we really need to, make sure, like, we're making better decisions. You can't just give in to what other cats say, come on, man. But, she actually listens a little bit more to Albatross. She feels that Albatross is the second in command, yes, and she actually respects him a little more than she respects Steele, because Steele, is a little bit wishy-washy in her eyes, while Albatross is more likely to question the motives of other cats. He's very good at reading other cats and seeing their intentions, or, what have you. And she is pretty, she's cool with that. She likes how he's not always just giving in to everything all the time. Because that is technically how she sees Steele. And yes, they are very close to Two Leg Place. Just kind of hit me once again how close they are. They do have like this abandoned two-leg nest that they live in. But anyway. Okay, Morning Paw is there, Void is there. Morning Paw, are you still stalking for prey? Or are you leaving? I can't really tell. The cats will never go through there because of that. This whole little piece apparently is blocked, just because that is how it was made. I wish that you cats could walk through, but alas, it's not to be. But anyway, that's a bit about Leaf. She's not necessarily an evil cat, she just has her own opinions on things. She is an aggressive cat, yes, but not evil, and she is opinionated, and has her own ideas of what is best for the community as a whole. Okay, Void and Breeze over there are hanging out. Let's see. Oh, there's Boulder. Yeah, Boulder is hunting. I'm very curious. I wonder if Boulder knows that Bubble Stream is Bubble Stream currently, that she's had her kits, and that she's with BriarClan. I don't know if he knows any of this. Because he's not very trusting of clan cats after that one encounter. Mabel's caught an iguana. Let's go put that in the fresh kill pile. I do need to start rolling for sickness. Anyway, I was also gonna mention, on top of the cats having different roles, sometimes those roles kind of overlap. Like I mentioned, Leaf is both a healer and an enforcer. She has some healing knowledge, but is mainly an enforcer. Likewise, Morning Paw is training to be both a healer and a mediary. And Nessa, where is Nessa? Asleep, apparently. Nessa is both a mediary with some enforcer training. And other cats may have a bit of crossover as well. Void is training to be an enforcer. Breeze is training to be a healer. Let's see, are there any other cats that are just solidly within the community that I have not... so far I don't think that there's been any that's... any other permanent members of the community that I have additional roles for yet. Okay, Leaf was so hungry she ate that. I do need to roll for Boulder, though. Let me see if you're sick, buddy. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, similarly to how, I think it was Bubblestream who had sore paws before? You know who else has sore paws? Boulder. Boulder also has the same sore paws that Bubblestream had back in BriarClan. So, we'll take care of that. You, I still need to figure out what to do with you. I did not create a little thing for you, did I? Oh no. I was gonna create the little fairy circle. I never did. I need to have you somewhere on the territory so we can still have lights. Oh, okay, but... I mean... Can I put you deeper into the bushes? Like, can the cats actually get in here? I'm gonna teleport you there. Hopefully the cats can't get in there. Morning Paw, have you caught anything? I feel like this is the same stuff you already had. Let's see, you're hunting. Oh, you just went red! Okay. What does it mean when you go red after you are... My cat is going nuts over there. What does it mean when you go red when you're already sick? Let me actually see what the moderate version was, because this was a minor sickness. What is the moderate version? Oh, buddy. Apparently, he has pulled a muscle while hunting, I'm gonna say. In addition to sore paws... Or no, it was a sprained paw. That was what it is. She's got a sprained paw now. You just ate that beetle, didn't you? Yeah, you did. You still got a sprained paw, buddy. It's still a thing you're gonna have to deal with. So I'm actually gonna cancel the other stalking for prey. And hopefully a healer will get around to you at some point. You're almost awake. And even then, Leaf is around. Breeze also around. Morning Paw is busy. That was not a brightly colored snake, so Dusty I'm not too worried about. What are your relationships with the cats like? Because at least thing I want to focus on this time is seeing how the cats interact with each other, who gets along with who. Morning Paw has caught a lizard, which I'm going to exchange for some red valerian. And then we pull it out. We just need 2, so 1, 2. The red valerian is one that is comes in batches of 2, I suppose, because that is all I am seeing here. Dusty did not catch that. Because you are mainly a healer. Hello, who are you? The cats probably don't mind Two Legs coming through their territory very often because it is super close to Two Leg Place. But it is very... Why is that still a thing? I am sure that I disabled that. Maple caught a womrat. Good job, Maple. I'm going to go and put your stuff in the fresh kill pile because some cats need to eat. Has anyone else caught anything? You are going to nuzzle, Steele? You two seem to get along decently. You know, Steele is supposed to be a large cat, but I think Boulder is a bigger cat. Or I can't quite tell. Boulder's a pretty big cat. I think Blossom Star is bigger than Boulder, though. It's fun just seeing, like, the size differences in the cats. Let me get a look at you. Look at you, handsome kitties. My cats, I heard them, like, stop moving wherever they are. I think they heard me saying handsome kitties and thought I was talking about them. Maybe you guys are the same height. Or maybe it's just the way Steele is positioned. Oh, you two really get along. Aw. But yeah, you go eat, and then someone will... Okay, Leaf has caught a red assassin bug. Dusty needs some socialization. Oh yeah, that is serious. And you're catching a poisonous snake. If you don't catch this, you're in trouble. I think the thing said, did you catch it? No, you did not. I'm gonna have to roll now, Dusty. Hang on. Okay, Dusty, you're fine. In the meantime, Boulder is eating. Gotta let you eat so I don't break the prey. Is there any other food that anyone has caught? The red assassin bug is not food. But it is good for healing if somebody were to get poisoned. So that was, hey, that was actually pretty good timing if that had happened. So I'll go ahead and put this in there. Steele, nothing. Albatross, sleep. Morning Paw. Apparently caught another empty chip bag, which we will exchange the one for more red valerian. And now Morning Paw, you are going to be taking the little expedition. I'm going to be having you come head out over here. Just head out over here and deliver the red valerian. In the meantime, Void, what you doing? I mainly want to see how the cats interact today. Let's see, Red is scratching on a thing. Actually, Boulder, what are you doing? Stalking for prey. How about you chat with, you chat with her, have her take care of you. Make sure you're doing okay. Just kind of socialize a few times. Give him a sniff, see what's going on. You do want to socialize with him anyway. And I do believe... Let's see, I should put the snake skins away. We don't have the herbs in the inventory, but I do think we have the right stuff. I think it was the Kona beans that are to be used in this case. Maple has caught a garter snake. Okay, Maple. Wait. Did you just hiss at a kit? Void caught a spider and ate it. Breeze has caught a red-eared slider turtle. Let's see, I wasn't having him on herb collection, but he is a healer. Could I exchange his empty chip bag for the herbs we need? Like, I wonder if I could do something like with when it comes to apprentices, maybe I could do something where the mentor specifically like goes up to talk to the cat in question and says, I need you to gather this thing, and they can exchange something in their inventory for whatever that herb is, if it's within a territory that they are within their main territory, or I send them to that territory to gather it specifically. I think I might try that. So right now she's chatting with Boulder, and then I'm going to have her chat with Breeze immediately afterwards. So where are you? Socialize with Breeze a couple times. And do we have Kona beans on our territory? We have red berry beans. If only it was still a store pod, peppermint would have been useful. I don't believe we have it. So that means that Breeze will be sent to go to another territory and find some stuff. But, let's see. You want to be best friends with Vixen's? You want to be friends with Vixen? Sorry, I said best friends for a second. Like, whoa, that's... Okay, in the meantime, you are gonna shred a newspaper, apparently. Let's see, you are off to pounce on someone. You're off to go and eat. Yeah, we need to do a little bit more hunting, but you know how it is with... Don't shred a newspaper. Yeah, she's like, okay, what were you off to do? I need to chat with you some more. Hang on. Yeah, let's get in there and see how you're doing. Red is a very gorgeous cat. Whoa. She's a smaller cat, but she is absolutely stunning. Look at her. I just love how she looks. Her kits are a very fun blend of her and Albatross. Let's see, Rust is a little bit more brown than her. Like, while she is like a very clearly russet cat, he's a little bit more of a dark brownish red. If not just plain old brown. But definitely still some reddish coloration in there. And Pierce, what is Pierce? Pierce has some reddish markings, but for the most part is actually kind of a dark colored cat. Would I say that's black? It looks like... I think you're the same color as your dad, but like the brown red kind of makes it look a little bit more of a reddish color completely, especially on your face. That being said, in a similar vein as in the last Create Your Cat that I recorded, similarly to Violet, Albatross does have a little hint of purple in his fur. A little hard to see right now, but it is there. Okay, what are you off to do? You're gonna go and nuzzle, Breeze? Okay. Ravenstar is unroutable. Let me check on Morning Paw. Where are you? Oh, hey! You actually made it there! Oh, hey! Are there any cats around here? We probably shouldn't enter the clan itself unless we can find one of the cats. There's Bramblekit. There's Duckfeather. In addition, she's gonna be winding up gathering some information while she is here. Because, for one, that is part of her job as a mediary. And two, that is just what she does. Who's this? Clay. Clay is the one that you would want to talk to anyway, so sniff. And give him a friendly little socialize. Socialize. I think I've been recording for a while now, yeah. So, why don't you wake up, Morning Paw? I think I can get rid of your fleas, because you are training to be a medicine cat. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Or not a medicine cat, you're training to be a healer. And mediary. Or no, you're mainly a mediary. It's a little too late now. Can't really change it what I've done already. It's definitely getting colder. You can see Cat's breath now. Her eyes are a really pretty shade of like yellow-green. Gotta wake up, come on. Gotta wake up and give that red valerian. I know, come on. Come on. She is a very pretty cat. Very pretty tuxedo. We're gonna go chat with Clay. So, come on, let's go do that. Yeah, let's go. There's Vixen Star. Are you just breaking up leaves, Leaf? There's Clay. Wait, did that say Spirit? No, BriarClan. Okay, I know that her name is Spirit. It says Clay BriarClan. Okay. You had to make sure that that was written correctly, because I didn't know if it was going to automatically change. Oh, Rust. I need to check and make sure Rust is okay. Okay, Rust is a little overly stressed right now, it would seem. There are, Red Willow wants to come and, take care. Oh, hey, Red's actually chatting with, Red's chatting with Breeze right now. But, Rust, why don't you come and chat with your mama? Let her know, hey, I kinda need some help over here. I'm not... It is, like, technically just stress, but, that can... Sometimes it can get to be a little overwhelming. Sometimes, sometimes too much may need to be treated. It is something that we're just going to be keeping an eye on for now. It is not necessarily, anything too bad per se, thankfully. It's sort of the same as a lot of the events, so to speak. It's just something that happens sometimes. We're just gonna have a giant pile of leaves here, aren't we? If I come back to BriarClan to have like just giant piles of leaves everywhere, that'll be kind of ridiculous. Albatross! Okay, Albatross, I'm gonna have to roll for you now. Come on, buddy.
Albatross crept silently from shadow to shadow, following a foul scent that had caught his attention. It was times like these when he cursed the lack of thick shrubbery and underbrush within the pine forest, but it was still home. The scent, however, was alarmingly close to the community's camp. A part of him wondered if it would have been smarter to bring one of the enforcers with him, but the larger part needed to investigate the scent, make sure it was safe. A loud barking and snarling cut through his thoughts, causing his fur to stand on end as a massive shape ran through the forest in his direction. Wolf! There was no underbrush to hide in, and Albatross' instincts took over as the large canine approached. He took off running, yowling as loudly as he could. Wolf! There's a wolf near the camp! It's His cries were cut off as massive jaws clamped down on his head, and his world filled with pain. As his vision went dark, the sounds of the community cats screeching and yowling filled his ears. Let them be safe. Please, let them be safe.